Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Courtney here with Southern Owls. Today we're going to be designing one of my wreath kits. You can purchase one of my wreath kits at theSouthernOwls.com. So this is a super cute red truck rustic theme. Your kit's going to come with the sign, a work form, 2 pipe cleaners, a wire to hang, and you're going to get 2 rolls of 10-inch mesh. You're going to get this white mesh, and you're going to get a red border stripe mesh. Now, I already pre-cut this to 20 inches to save time for this YouTube tutorial. So you can go grab a kit and follow along with me. You're also going to get pre-cut ribbon tails. So you're going to get 4 different ribbons. They're going to be pre-cut. Now, I did pre-dovetail mine, once again, for tutorial purposes to save time, but I will show y'all how to do that once we get there. So grab your kit, come hang out with me. Let's get into it. This is called a raised work form. What I like to do is just kind of get my tinsels ready, make everything ready for my mesh. I'm going to cut off that tag. We don't need that. And I'm going to slide this over just a little bit. My mesh just rolled off. I had to go grab it. Okay, so we're going to use this 10-inch mesh. Everything is already pre-cut at 20 inches, 20 inches, friends. So see how that mesh naturally wants to roll in on each other? We're going to use that to our advantage today. We're going to do a cruffle. So what I always like to do, I like to place one hand on one side and one hand on the other. And we're going to roll that mesh, 1, 2, pinch the middle, walk your fingers over to the other side, staying in the middle as best as we can. So we're going to curl, a little ruffle, curl. And we're going to open up a twisty tie and just lay that mesh right in. You can start on the bottom, you can start on the top, wherever you want to start. And you're just going to twist it right in there. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to start alternating our mesh colors. So we're going to grab the white, also cut at 20 inches, and do that same ruffle method. And I'm going to go next door. So this one is up and down, and I'm going to place this one right next to it, side to side. Twist those tinsel ties really nice and tight. We want to make sure that our mesh is nice and snug, and it's not going to go anywhere. Same thing. So let it naturally roll in on itself. 1, 2, pinch. Walk your fingers over to the other side, staying in the middle as best as you can. And you're just going to lay that right down into those pipe cleaners. Twist, twist, tinsel ties, pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call them today. I call them both things. Okay, so now we got our pattern going. So we're just doing every other color, every other direction. We do that for fullness. So we want to start filling up this wreath. We are going to go around 2 times. So once you cut all of your mesh, you should have 18 pieces of red and 18 pieces of white, which is perfect because there are 18 tinsel ties. So that means we have enough mesh to go around our project 2 times. Oh, this one's supposed to be up and down. So that's okay. We just twist it like that. Not a big deal. Lay it in side to side. And now we move on to the next one. So I like to cut my mesh on top of each other. It just saves time. So you just peel it apart and we start doing that ruffle method all the way around. I like doing a cruffle. It's really cute to have those little curls in there with a little bit of a ruffle. Okay, top is done with the first layer, and now we're going to do the same thing, that ruffle method, along the bottom. Now on the bottom, y'all, I just go side to side. I don't worry about going up and down, because once we put all of this mesh on, it's really just going to kind of naturally fill in any of those holes that we might have while we're designing. Just twist it in nice and snug. Guys, if this kit is not your jam, I do have other kits in stock. So if you want to be the first ones to know when I drop a new Southern Owls kit, you can sign up for my newsletter. It's called Owlet News. And you can sign up on my website, which is theSouthernOwls.com. The homepage, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's going to ask for your email address. You just enter it, and then you will be automatically signed up for my emails. And I always email blast 24 hours before the general public knows that a new kit is released. So you get a little privilege of being, signed up to my email list. I only email once a week, maybe twice if I'm dropping a new kit. I promise I won't spam you. But it's also just a good way to keep in touch with me, just in case social media goes like kapootsy or something on us. You never know. You never know. I think YouTube's here to stay, right? YouTube's been around forever. But just in case something happens, that is the safest place to find me. And I'll keep you in the loop if something ever happens. I will email blast my outlets and let y'all know what's happening. So once you subscribe, I like to call my viewers and my subscribers my outlets, my community. I have an amazing community, so if you want to be a part of a reading community, we would love to have you. Also, subscribe to my channel, guys. So proud of myself. We have accomplished so many amazing things over here on YouTube. I'm up to 25,000 subscribers. Wow, that's insane, y'all. So thank y'all so much for subscribing and sharing out my video. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so we're done with round 1. So now we're going to do round 2, and we're going to go back up to the top, and whatever color we have on the bottom, we're going to do the opposite color and the opposite direction. Same cruffle method though. Same. And once you get it down, it's like riding a bike. But you always have to practice. You know, that's something people will comment and like, oh, mine's not as good as yours. Guys, I have made a lot of wreaths. A lot of wreaths. And so really for me, it's just muscle memory. I've done it so many times. It's like riding a bike, right? That's what they always say. It's like riding a bike. So I promise you, once you start designing and you do a little bit more, it will become muscle memory for you as well. But you just have to practice, y'all. You have to start somewhere. Don't get down on yourself. You got to keep on trying. You got to keep on trying. We all have to start somewhere. Don't get discouraged. We got to keep on moving forward and keep pushing ourselves, right? Crafting is definitely my therapy. I love doing it. It makes me so happy and so cool that I can make something beautiful with my hands. Like I think that's the coolest thing ever. I still amaze myself with some of my over the top designs. I'm like, wow, guys, I made that. Like, wow, you know? Look how far I've come from creating Dollar Tree wreaths for about a year. I use Dollar Tree mesh, and if you know, you know that mesh is very hard. Very hard to work with. It frays like crazy. So that's when I made these wreath kits. I'm always going to give good mesh in my wreath kits, guys. It's going to be nice mesh. Now let's talk about fraying though, real quick, since I did bring it up. Every mesh frays, but if you buy a better quality of mesh, it's less likely to fray as much, okay, guys? If you're buying better quality stuff, it tends to fray less. All right, I'm just manipulating as I'm putting in our next round of mesh down on the bottom. And remember, guys, like I said, just go side to side on the bottom because it's all going to naturally just kind of fill in any of those holes that we see. Just kind of move it around a little bit as we go. I feel like that little guy is about to blow off with my fan. Guys, if you're new here, I'm from Houston, Texas. I live in a small town now outside of Houston, but that is where I am from. And let me tell y'all, summer's nowhere near. It's hot. It's hot. Did I just say summer is nowhere near? Fall is nowhere near. No, it teased us for 1 week here in Houston, and now it's hot. It said, haha, just kidding. Just kidding. You're still gonna sweat, y'all. You're still gonna sweat. So I still have my mega fans on in my craft room. I craft in my barn. I converted it during COVID, and I turned it into my craft room. I started off on my kitchen table like everyone else, and I said, wow, I kind of like this. I need more room. So during COVID, me and my husband were bored because we had a lot of time off. I'm a hairdresser, and they sent us home. We weren't allowed to do hair, so my husband was working every other week at his job, so thank goodness he helped me convert the barn into my awesome craft room. I'm super fortunate to have such an awesome husband to help me out with my crazy ideas. He's awesome. All right. We are almost done putting in that mesh. So the mesh is just building up that beautiful foundation. That's lovely. Oh, that's so pretty. Total Christmas vibes. Love it. So I always just kind of like to move those tinsels out of the way. And beautiful. So your kit's going to come with 2 pipe cleaners. This 12-inch sign already has holes in it. So you're just going to thread that pipe cleaner through and twist, twist, twist. Thread it through about an inch or 2. And then I just twist, 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 really nice and snug around. And then we're going to thread this pipe cleaner through the mesh. I always put one hand underneath my wreath and one hand on top to guide that pipe cleaner. I'm going to make contact now underneath my wreath with the wire from my work form. And I'm just wrapping that pipe cleaner around the work form to secure it into place. We're going to do the same thing right here. Thread that right through the mesh. Flip it so y'all can see what I mean. You're just going to find the wire and just twist. Go 2 or 3 times. Okay, and now, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Now our sign, oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now our sign is ready to go. So you're going to get pre-cut ribbon tails. Now I dovetailed them just to save time. So yours will be just blunt cuts. So to dovetail, you're going to you're going to fold your ribbon in half and just cut up at an angle. And then you're going to get this beautiful dovetail. If you don't like dovetails, that's okay, friends. You can always do an angle cut, looks really nice as well. Okay, so now we're just going to add in our ribbon. So I'm going to do this truck with the black, white, and red plaid on top. And we're going to find the middle and give it a pinch. And then we're going to go right here underneath our sign and add in that ribbon. And once it's secured, I'm just going to pull this ribbon apart just like that so we can see all of our beautiful, beautiful ribbon. So now we're going to take the Christmas trees with the black and red plaid. Same thing, find the middle, give it a pinch. We're going to go right next door. And we're going to twist that mesh or twist that ribbon in. And then once again, just peel apart that ribbon into an X. Beautiful. You're just gonna keep on going. Okay, so this is directional ribbon. It's a little harder to work with, but not hard. Okay, you just gotta be mindful of where we're putting it, and you wanna make sure that, you know, everything's facing the right direction for the most part. Some stuff is still gonna be upside down, and there's not much we can do about it, but just be mindful of where everything's going. So let's put those Christmas trees on top of that. Perfect. If you wanted to recreate this design, these ribbon tails are cut at 13 inches. I get that question a lot. I guess I don't really say that when I make a kit because I make these, but these are cut at 13 inches. So if I run out of kits, because I do have limited quantities of kits, and once they're out for the season. I do plan on making bigger batches next year in 2026. That is goals. We're going to do bigger quantities of kits because I have been selling out, and I'm very, very thankful for all of y'all's orders. So we will have a few more kits next year of each design. So I'm really excited to tell y'all that. Okay, we're just going to peel these apart like that. The great thing too is all of this ribbon is wired. So that gives us the ability to manipulate it and move it where we want it to go. Twist that ribbon in. Now this one, we can't help it. It's going to be a little wonky. It's going to be a little upside down, but that's okay. That's totally okay. Oh my gosh, I love adding this plaid. It really just makes that sign pop so much more. That's beautiful. All right. Yes, that's perfect, y'all. Rustic with the plaid. Okay, so the top is done. So now we're going to go around the bottom. And we're going to do the same exact thing, just layering these ribbons on top of each other and putting them into our wreath, right into those twisty ties. Now, the bottom, I just leave in a V like this. I don't worry about spreading out the ribbon on the bottom. I just leave it in a V. A little bit different, but if you want to spread out your tails, you're more than welcome to, y'all. This is your wreath. And also, my friends, we are done with these sections. So once you get these ribbon tails in, if you want to cut off that extra tinsel on your work form, go for it. I think it's cute to leave it in there. I feel like it just adds another little texture element, but it does drive some people bonkers. So, guys, you do you, okay? You do you, my friend. If you don't like those stencil ties, take your nippers and cut them off. I just give you guidelines, and you can put your flair on it. Now, did you notice this wreath does not come with a bow? This one is just nice and easy with the ribbon tails. We don't have to stress out about a bow. So I did that on purpose. I did a fall kit without a bow, and y'all love that because that kit sold out super, super fast. So I wanted to do a Christmas kit without the bow as well. I don't want y'all ever to overthink the bows. But this is a great wreath to start out on. Gives you the basics on how to design a wreath. Oh my goodness, I love this. Very rustic. This is my vibe. I love farmhouse, rustic. I mean, obviously I live out in the country. I love this. My house is decorated inside, very farmhouse. Very, very farmhouse. Okay, we got one more left. Y'all are doing amazing. We're going to put that in that last twisty tie, give it a few good twists. There we go. Oh my gosh, stop it. That is so cute. Okay, so you're going to get a piece of wire in your kit. What you're going to do is find the top of your wreath, and then you're just going to thread that wire through that first ring, and then you're just going to bend these up. I use my thumb, but if you need to use pliers, some needle nose pliers, you could also do that. So now you have a carrying hook. I'm going to gently place this down. We're going to clean up the back. We have a few extra minutes since we didn't make a bow. So just take your nippers, clean off those pipe cleaners, and then pop them down back into your wreath. Here we go. She is beautiful. Let's put that camera up. Oh, yes. That's fantastic. Oh, I love it. So rustic with that farmhouse. I love it, y'all. I love it. Thank y'all so much. If you're interested in this kit or any kits in general, you can check them out at thesouthernowls.com. Okay, friends? Thank you, thank you, thank you, my owlettes. I'm so thankful that y'all are here. If you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love to have you here as a permanent owlette. Also, if you're loving this YouTube tutorial, share it with a friend. I would love that. I would love that. Thank y'all so much. And guys, guess what? I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.